Welcome to the Iranian Intermezzo. I'm going to be starting a new game today, playing as Amir Ya'qub of the Saffarid dynasty. He starts as King of Makran. It's patch day, it's new DLC day. The Legacy of Persia has just come out. I'm playing with all the DLC enabled and no mods. Default settings with Iron Man enabled. So let's get into it. Going to be checking out some of these new Persia DLC mechanics that they've introduced, including the new struggle. I'm going to be trying to form, there's the struggle, I'm going to be trying to form the Persian Empire as this start. In order for us to do that, we're going to want the Abbasid Caliphate to fall. So part of this new start has these new detractor of the caliphate, supporter of the caliphate type mechanics. Everyone in here is going to have their own opinion. We do have some supporters amongst us. Our player Aaron brother here is actually a supporter of the caliphate. There is some way to swap him. He's not willing to accept. We need him to like us more, I think. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of new mechanics here for us to check out. Let's just put our artifacts in first. Hair of Muhammad. Wow, that's a lot of piety and some gold, or cheaper building cost. Okay. We got our dynasty and house banner, and then we got some other illustrious thing here. Some prestige, some renown, advantage. Okay, nice. We're starting at war, so I'm going to reduce this down just a little bit. I'm going to put them all on the second one. We can negotiate an alliance with our brother. Okay, let's do that. And we'll get rid of these. So we have a dynasty legacy available. There is a new one, I believe exclusive to our region, our culture, I'm not sure. But we have brilliance. I'm going to be going down it no matter what, so let's just unlock that. It gives us an extra tax jurisdiction. Not completely sure what that is, but we'll check it out. This one gives us some personal scheme, power and success chance, and monthly stewardship lifestyle experience. Okay. Some extra gold and levies. Skills while performing Vizier counselor tasks. This is a new thing as well, so we'll check that out eventually. This one gets us a tax decree. I'm not familiar with those yet. And also a unique men-at-arms. Wow. Archer cavalry, a very strong one actually. That's interesting. Okay. And then the final one is a decision. Enables you to improve your capital at the cost of a recently conquered county. Okay. So I'm going to be trying to finish this one up just so I can check everything out, all this new stuff. We are in military lifestyle. We're going down the gallantry. This is probably really good. We start off at war, so having the extra knights and knight effectiveness is probably what we want. Our guy is disfigured at some point. Something happened to him. We're also a peasant leader. This guy was a lowborn fellow. Our father, Lath the Coppersmith, this is where we get our house name from. Yeah, so we were a lowborn guy who ended up becoming king basically on his own. We were like an upstart warlord. So we have really good martial and really good prowess. He is a brave, ambitious fellow. Organizer. These are some really nice traits. Definitely really good for leading your own army in battle. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be finishing off the gallantry here. So I'm going to go into chivalry focus. I think our marshal's high enough. Let's just put our men-at-arms down here. We actually have some unique special soldiers. They'll stand down when our character dies. It's only 300, but you know, we'll take what we can get. So yeah, let's throw these in here. We got a lot of these ARs. I believe those are kind of unique to our culture. Foutois here is how we get ARs. This is definitely different. The Persian culture has changed. poet being more common, additional bonuses. More likely to get pensive, less likely to get rowdy. So we have a court scholar position. Learning level of devotion and 20% more learning lifestyle experience. This one was definitely here before, I'm pretty sure. Craven and content looked down upon. Martial education more valued. The extra 2 knights and some injury resistance to your prowess. We can get gardener. Wow, a lot of bonuses here. Okay. And then the garden architects, so we can get gardener, which is great for increasing your development, but we're not going to be doing that just yet, because eventually what I want to do is get the capital of the Persian Empire. So that's this duchy here, Isfahan. So we're going to look to move our capital there eventually whenever we can get it. But in this part, I'm going to be focusing on this war between ourselves and the Tahirids. We're trying to take some land off them. We are attacking them. The armies are very even. He does have 439 gold, though, and we have 445. So he's very likely to hire mercenaries here, I think. We are unmarried and childless, so we're going to definitely want to find a wife. So that's his sister. This guy is a part of the Abbasids, actually. He's a prince, but his brother is not king, so I'm guessing he is a cousin of the Caliph. The Sayyid trait is great, but unfortunately it doesn't pass on through women. It has to pass on through a male line, so I don't think our children are going to get that. But that looks good. The other one I saw was here. This guy's a hostile faith. He has a huge army, actually. He has 2,000 special soldiers. Okay, so this guy is obviously some type of real character here. I'm not sure what his deal is. He's hostile to us, but his daughter will marry us, so maybe we'll just rather be friends rather than enemies at the start. Maybe we can get him to just become our vassal eventually. We'll see, though. But I'm just going to get those 2 alliances to start the game here. A bunch of duchies we can create. Not going to be too worried about that just yet. Let's find a physician. There's a lot of new unique decisions here. So we can find a new faith for Persia. So for 250 piety, we can switch to one of these other Muslim faiths, or a Zoroaster faith, if we were eccentric. I'm not sure I'm going to do this yet. I might eventually, but I'll just leave it for now. We can also embrace Zoroastrianism. We can take this decision right now, as long as it's before 960, so we have about 100 years almost to do that. I might go to Zoroastrianism. I'm kind of interested in it, but we'll see. There's a lot of other ones here, though. We can switch and become a supporter of the Caliph. We're not going to do that because we kind of want to dismantle the Abbasids and take over. Promote Persian scriptures. There's to destroy the Caliphate here. I wouldn't mind taking this decision. So we can't be Sunni if we're doing this, and we have to find them hostile. So we'll have to switch to a Shia or maybe to Zoroastrianism, and that'll do it. And then we also have to have him imprisoned. So this is kind of difficult to take. We can steer house unity, so this is the new, one of the new mechanics available. So our house unity starts right in the middle. If we head this way, we get less dread decay, but casus belli has become more expensive. You get a little bit of lifestyle experience in all trees, and our house vassals are less likely to create factions. So I think I'd rather go in that way. They're more likely to create factions in this regard, but cheaper casus belli is what we get if we go this way. We still get the monthly lifestyle experience, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I think I would rather go towards harmonious, so I'm going to spend the piety to do that, I think, just to try it out. Okay, so it moves it a little bit, but not too much. We can consult house members. 10% better effectiveness for counselor tasks if they're a house member. Okay. So our brother, who is our vassal, is a member here. The rest of these guys are not, so I'm just going to hold off on taking that. You guys kind of suck at your job. So I'm going to be looking to replace these guys with someone a little bit better. They are powerful vassals, so they're going to be a little bit upset that I'm not keeping them. However, most of them are just upset with me anyway, so they're just going to have to get over it. Okay, this guy here is pretty good. Let's do that. And we don't have another decent steward, so we're keeping this guy at 13, I guess, for now. Hopefully he doesn't mess things up for us too much. And then I'll probably sway these guys. So hopefully the ones that are not on my side and are supporters of the Caliph, we can get them to switch eventually after a while, but we're probably going to have to consolidate our power a little bit here before we can do that. Okay. I think we are ready to unpause here. And we're going to get started on this war that we have with the Tahirids coming up. So we have an alliance with our brother, and then a couple wives. Not great stats. We could go with her, I guess. She would be really good at giving us some martial. Let's get her to switch. And then we got a decent court physician here. Maybe she can marry us, someone who's a decent steward. No, not quite. Okay. That's no problem. Okay, so we got a bunch of nephews in our court. For whatever reason, our brother is in our other brother's court. They both are. So hopefully we can win this war with the Tahirids, and then we'll give our other brothers some land. Can we call you? So he's not super pleased with us, so he's not willing to join the war. He's a hostile Muslim faith. That's why he's not willing to. This might be a worthwhile investment. It's 100 gold. It'll get him to join. And he has 2,800 troops, and that's way more than we would get if we hired some mercenaries for around 100 gold anyway. Then this guy's willing to join, so we'll go with that. We'll get our army raised up, and we're going to be commanding the army ourselves here because our commander advantage is absolutely massive. Okay. So let's head up here and see if we can't take some land off these guys. So there's their mercenaries. They did hire 1,500. So they have 4,800 total. As long as our allies are coming, and I think that they will, we should be more than okay though. And then we do have some extra gold to hire mercenaries, just in case we need it. So they're both average aptitude. They're both already doing the job, so it looks like we're going to need to take this other decision. That's all the rest of our piety. Okay, good aptitude. Apparently we can't put anyone else in here, so we're just missing one. Try to engage these guys. Well, it might be a little bit risky until we have our allies a little bit closer to us. Overtaxation causes banditry. Yeah, so my steward's already messing things up. Okay, so I'm not sure where he's going. I'm going to go start to siege this. If he gets on my capital, we're going to have to do something about that. Okay, so that's 5 months. I don't think we'll get back there in time if we stay here, so let's just go and fight him. We're being raided somewhere. We're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, so he's engaging me in battle. As long as our buddy gets here fairly soon, we should be okay. We are losing. Okay, I'm just gonna not risk this and go for my mercenaries here. And then hopefully they'll be able to tide me over until this guy gets here. Okay, so it looks like we'll be okay without our ally. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to go and siege his land. Our other ally is up there doing something. So this just doesn't go away, but we have no one else that can do it. When can we do this? 877. Oh, so not for a while. Interesting. Well, hopefully we get someone else. Okay, so the house unity changed. Something else happened that increased it up to friendly. So we're less likely to get factions, and we're getting our lifestyle perks a little bit quicker now. So that's good. I don't know why this keeps getting off that. Okay. So he's coming around again, trying to siege. We'll grab this and then go and fight him again, I think. Okay, so we have a bunch of vassals who are apparently not very loyal to us. He's trying to claim our throne. Hopefully we can deal with these. Are these guys just not coming to help? Okay. So my counselor ended up dying in battle. That was our steward. Okay. Oh, interesting. So the tax collector that we invited actually has 22. So that's really good. We'll go with that. Yeah, we got decent counselors now. So at least these guys are helping out by sieging. So let's go and try to get his... Yeah, okay. A lot of my vassals are very disloyal. Okay, so he became my rival as well. They're disloyal. They're claiming my... Oh, he's a sinner. He's a drunkard. They're claiming my kingdom title. Hopefully they're not going to be able to start a faction. We'll see. So we're at 60% war score. Our allies are just going for the kill now. We might be able to end it just from capturing the capital here, though. 82. Okay. Let's go and help the battle. Yeah, they don't need me. Good job, guys. 96%. So we just need one more now. Our wife is pregnant. That's perfect. Really good knight. And I'll take the prestige since we're very, very low on prestige right now. And I think I'll take this dread before I finish off the gallantry. It might help us a little bit maintaining power here. Because it seems like that kind of might be difficult to do at this start. Yeah, everyone's claiming my throne. Okay, so there we have won the war. That's perfect. My rival lost the title. Okay, so we just dropped a bunch of stress. So we start off rivals with the Tahirids. That's interesting. We do have someone else here now that can do this. This guy. Poor aptitude, but at least we'll be able to get rid of the notification. So we have brothers here that we're going to give this land to. We'll give this guy this whole duchy. He'll be able to become duke eventually. Looks like a unique building there. And then we have another brother. We'll give this to you. And then we're going to get alliances with them. And we're trying to get vassals that like us a lot. So, you like us, well you switch. It costs prestige, but otherwise he's able to. This guy's already a detractor, so it doesn't seem to be a family thing. Half of us are against the Caliph and half of them are supporting. Oh. So he actually has the duchy title. Who has you in jail? Interesting. Okay. I don't want to give my brother as a vassal to him. I want to take that from him. Okay, well that went well at least. $100 gold, perfect. Who are you? We could take him as a knight, I guess. He's also a decent steward, just in case we need another one. So I do want to get this eventually. It's mostly because of the faith reasons. It's minus 80 because he is a hostile Muslim faith to us that he's not willing to join. But maybe eventually we can get him to like us enough that we'll do this. Okay, no, not that. What about this? So he made the duchy title, so we'll give him his vassal. There we go. Perfect. Yes, the next expansions we're going to go for are probably these two here. This is all a part of our empire here that we're trying to get. And then we need to expand pretty far in this direction. And the Caliph has a lot of land in here that we're going to need to get off him. So hopefully the Abbasids just break up on their own. Looks like they do have a war going on. War against the tyranny. Yeah, he's not going to lose that war. We'll see what happens, though. Sometimes the Abbasids are, like, murdering each other quite a bit. So something might happen to him. We'll see. We do have a daughter who somehow got spindly. But one of the other things I want to do is get in here and conquer duchy. We can't do it yet. We're going to need to get our level of fame up a little bit. But this is the home duchy of our empire, so hopefully we can grab that. Looks like we are headed towards stabilization. Is leading massively already. It's 1/5 of the way there, pretty much. Despite the brewing troubles, the Caliph still commands respect. Rebellions and factionalism are on the back foot, but the lords of Persia will not be brought easily to heel. So this might spiral into unrest, which is what we're currently in. Okay. So it seems like what we want is concession, and what the Caliph wants is stabilization. If he dies violently, okay. Destroying his titles, loses a civil war, he dies naturally. Okay, so murdering the Caliph would help us a lot in this regard, but I don't think that's really going to be possible. Quite a few agents, but still a very, very low chance. He's extremely suspicious. Okay. Well, we're not going to try that just yet, but good to know how that works. I'm going to be continuing this on in the next part. Trying to form this Empire of Persia title. So if you've enjoyed this and want to see more, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.